What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a brand new video on the channel. We're on to Battlefield 2042 update 4.1, which came out today if you're watching this video today. And I quickly wanted to go through it. I played the update for about 5 hours. All the content you're seeing in this video will be from the update as well, so you can see it in first person view. I'm going to tell you guys if I like it or if I don't. For the people who are wondering if you want to buy the game right now, I'll tell you guys as well. And what guns you should be using after the update, or at least give a try. So my overall take, and this is from a console point of view, because I heard a lot of complaints about PC players. Their game is stuttering, feeling very laggy. I heard this is not for everyone, but if you're on PC, what I'm about to tell you might not be for you. But I hear the game is kind of stuttery and laggy on PC. On PS5 it runs pretty smoothly, you know, with what we got right now. So I can't really complain about that, but if you're a PC player, be aware that that's a problem that's occurring. Might not be for you, but it is happening right now. So for me, the biggest improvement after update 4.1 is that I'm not dying to as much BS as I used before. What I mean with that is the sentry gun has been nerfed pretty well in my opinion. I only died once to the sentry gun in a 5-hour playtime, which is pretty good. Considering my playstyle, play aggressive, I feel like the sentry gun always goes for those aggressive players. So the sentry gun's been nerfed, big plus. Angel is no longer giving out armor plates, which I really noticed as well. You're not really fighting off 20 players in a row that have armor, which I really was an annoying thing for me, having to play a multiplayer game where I wasn't running armor but everyone else was. It's getting quite frustrating. If you win a 1v1 gunfight and the dude's using armor, you get another gunfight when the dude's using armor. So there's a lot less armor spam. And a big thing is the bolt, as many as you may know, was on the transport class, and pretty much no one was using the truck anymore or the hovercraft, because the bolt was way too good. They moved the bolty to the armored vehicle section, like the tanks and the AA tank, which means nobody is really using it anymore, which is good. Now transport vehicles are actually for transport pretty much, and the bolty is pretty much on the armored vehicle. I barely saw anyone use it, so for me, pretty good. So sentry nerfed, not as many people running armor plates, and the bolty is to the armored vehicle section. So what they also changed is they removed 128 player breakthrough. So you can only play 128 player conquest, 64 player conquest, and 64 player breakthrough. Now something I really did not like is that a couple of maps because breakthrough is always 64 players right now. A couple of maps, they used the 128 player breakthrough layout, which made them kind of boring. I think only Manifest worked, so they kept the 128 player layout for Manifest. But discarded, it's not a lot of fun for 64 players, especially the first sector. I think after that it's fine. The first sector does not run well. So the first sector on discard, for the people who don't know, the two flags are like miles away from each other. It's a lot of running without that much action. I really like I don't know why they changed this, because I personally didn't really mind the 64 player map layouts they had for breakthrough. So it's an interesting change, but I didn't really like this change, to be honest. I think it worked fine for a manifest, and that's about it. So I was not a big fan of that. So a big part is, have they fixed input lag? Not completely, but it's improved. This is from a controller point of view. Controller and mouse and keyboard both had input lag issues, which are, in my opinion, improved. It's not fully where it should be, but it's 100% better than what it was before from a controller perspective. So that's a lot better. Aim assist, if that's fixed, it's heading there. It's going to the right direction. it felt a little bit inconsistent, but I definitely felt like it's a little bit better tracking players moving. I also tried Zoom Snap for the PC players who are worried is aim assist overpowered now. So I went full 100 Zoom Snap, 100 slow aim assist. The Zoom Snap doesn't seem to be that effective, which I really like. I'm happy they didn't go full overpowered aim assist like some games have. So the aim assist is definitely not overpowered. It's really from an objective point of view. Even though I'm a controller player, I don't think the aim assist is overpowered right now. It is improved. Is it where it should be? I'm not sure. It's definitely better. So they changed a bunch of other things. They did not change the map layout. I think that's coming for Season 1. So they said Season 1 will be early June. So we're gonna have to wait for that. I think that's when the map changes are coming. So pretty much an overall take of the update is that the core of the game is still the same. If you're expecting to jump on the game and you feel completely different, no, it's not. Is the update good? Purely looking at the update, I think so. Again, I hear there's a lot of issues on PC though. So if you're a PC player, maybe this video isn't as useful, but for a console point of view, it is improved a lot. I die way less to annoying vehicles or annoying bolties or sentry guns or having a lot of gunfights where I'm fighting someone with armor. So I think it has like dying to less annoying things has improved a lot, and the game feels a little bit more smooth. I had one time where I had to reset the game because the game felt a little bit laggy and stuttery. I restarted the game and it fixed it. Of course it's not optimal, but there's a way to fix it. So yeah, it's a little bit weird to say, but I'm kind of positive about this update. Again, I repeat this already 3 times, from a console point of view, having no input delay anymore, or barely any input delay, and a little bit more consistent aim assist is actually improved a lot. And I'm just really glad I'm not dying as much to sentries and bolties anymore, which makes it a lot more fun to PTFO in the game and play aggressive. You don't have to feel you're fighting robots instead of actual people that much, so that's a big plus. I wanted to go over to the guns. Which guns should you be using? So they improved the DM7 or all the DMRs. I really like the DM7. DM7 with the standard issue rounds. Give that a go. Is it insanely good? No, but it's improved a lot. I think the DM7 is definitely a gun that's worth trying now. The AK-24 is good. The AC-42 has been nerfed. It's still usable, but I wouldn't consider that overpowered as it used to be. And the PKP is nerfed. It's still playable, but it's not meta anymore. So if you want to have some gun advice, the 4 guns I use the most are the PP29, the K30, the AK-24, and the LCMG. The M5A3 is very good as well. That gun didn't really change, I believe. So that gun is still good. I personally didn't like it as much anymore. I felt like the AK-24 was a lot better. So those 4 guns I recommend, I think are kind of the meta right now. And then the DMRs are definitely worth a try. They're not overpowered, but they're improved. Now on to, if you haven't bought the game and do you want to buy it, what I would do if I was in your position, wait for Season 1. The core of the game is getting more where it should be. The only problem is the content in the game right now is not that great. The maps are not very good. There are still some issues with the game being a little bit laggy, some hit reg issues. So the game is not going to feel completely different. If you haven't jumped on the game in a while, you want to re-download it, I would just wait for Season 1. But I'm overall actually quite positive on this update. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the update, especially to the PC players. Let me know your opinion down in the comments. I'm actually very curious. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I'm pretty positive about this update. Of course, it's not a complete different game. Don't expect it to be. You shouldn't buy the game yet. Wait for Season 1. But it's really not a bad update from a console point of view. So yeah, hopefully that clears all your thoughts. I'm gonna leave you guys with the rest of the gameplay. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy.
Return to the engagement immediately. You have new objectives. Secure the sector.
Tango is down!
Allied troops targeting Bravo 1.
Soldier down! Soldier down! Buster down!
The Alpha 1.